the gut, McCaffrey. And he'll be pretty well stopped in his tracks. Give him a yard up to the 42. The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. Play action. Now Purdy. And that falls to the ground, incomplete. A nice job of bodying him up defensively. And now it brings up 3rd down.
It's another zone defense. It looks like it's open for possibilities, but they did a nice job patrolling the middle of the field and forcing an incompletion.
Throwing here, Purdy. And able to haul it in is Kittle. And he's got a 1st down as the tackle made at the Bills' 32-yard line. 12-0 the score after 1 on EA Sports. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. On 1st down, it's Purdy. This one caught by Kittle. And they are able to stop him, but he does take it all the way to the 2. So the false start will back them up 5. So they accept the penalty, of course, and push the offense backwards a bit. And they'll try again here, 1st and goal after the false start. McCaffrey following the penalty. Looking for a cutback lane, but nothing there as he's met at the line of scrimmage. On 2nd and goal, Purdy. That's caught at the 1. That will go as a pickup of 7 on the 7th play of the drive.
Such a tough position to defend near the line, even when you add a 2nd defender, but the big man shrugged off the extra body and made the play call a success.
A couple extra tight ends are in. 3rd and goal from the 1. It's a quarterback sneak, and he'll take this into the... For a San Francisco touchdown. Scoring on the sneak from a yard out. And the 49ers have cut it back within a score. Gold with the extra point, and this is back to a 5-point game. After the touchdown, it's Robbie Gould now to kick it away. From his end zone, Isaiah McKenzie. Oh, a good return up past the 30. And what a return. He's all the way down to the 30.
But when the highlight is shown of this play, all attention is going to be on the person running with the football. But how about the group as a whole? Setting up that big-time return, yardage that we won't even account for in the box score, may help them win the game.
He's got the hook up with Diggs. And they're going to get this down inside the 15. They'll run on 1st down with Singletary. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down. Allen now looks to throw. And Davis with it left side. A short gain of just over 2 yards as the first half clock dips inside of 3 minutes.
Oh, it's time to give more credit there to the defense. They played that very well because it was a drag route, and he ran a little shallower than normal as he worked straight across the field. He was hoping he'd get lost behind the defensive line. But once he made the catch, nowhere to turn upfield and gain any yardage.
They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. Allen will look to throw for it on 4th. And this is caught for a Bills touchdown. Isaiah McKenzie, a 7-yard touchdown grab as his guys are able to extend their lead. Allen will try to throw for it. And that's incomplete. So unable to throw it in for 2 from the 2. Let me ask you, as a former DB, what changes there around the goal line on a 2-point conversion as far as how you're defending it?
You just make sure you never back up and you never retreat. You establish yourself really on the line of scrimmage, put your heels on the goal line at worst. And if they're going to throw the ball, make them throw it over your head because they're going to run out of space because of the back of the end zone. Never let a guy catch one in front of you.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway.
A long drive last time out for this offense, Charles. If you remember, they started basically in the shadows of their own end zone, marched it down the field, and a lot of that was through the passing game.
And partner, as a former defensive back, I'm having almost a physical reaction watching what's happening right now. But let's give credit where it's due because they've done an excellent job moving the ball through the air. Secondary getting picked apart pass by pass. Obviously, they need to make some adjustments there on the back end.
Yeah, because offensively, we know that they're not going to be shot.
And now off to the races down the right side. The 20. Touchdown, 49ers.
Christian McCaffrey,
71 yards.
and the 49ers are able to strike quickly here as they are in for 6.
The 49ers now going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. And now this is right in Kyle Shanahan's wheelhouse. He'll go for 2 here. They'll try and throw for it. And he's got it. So the try for 2 successful. And with it, they're back within a field goal. And around the goal line, especially on 2-point tries, sometimes the QB's best friend is that big target, the tight end.
I love how you described it because you know he's going to have some length and some catch radius as well as a big body to keep people away from the football.
McKenzie now from his end zone.
Now a crease here as he's past the 30.
Isaiah McKenzie.
He will take this all the way. Touchdown, Buffalo.
And as we've talked to special teams coaches, that theme of being aggressive continues to come through, doesn't it? When they move the kickoff back to the 35, it was going to cut down on the number of opportunities. But if you've got a special guy, you give him the green light no matter where he fields in the end zone. And in this case, it paid off handsomely.
He fielded it deep in the range of emotions. Maybe like, oh, no, don't. And then all of a sudden you see him break it. And you're like, yeah, way to go.
Yeah, sometimes you have to remind your head coach that he approved the green light for bringing it out from deep in the end zone. And that's exactly why he did.
Up to midfield. He's at the 30. 10. And they will score. It's a 49er touchdown. That's going to be a 103-yard kickoff return. What a run.
And the 49ers are back within a score.
It's been a back-and-forth game, a lot of points on the board, and that return right there kind of indicative of how this thing's gone.
Well, you've seen both teams go at it, and as you just pointed out, both of them have found the end zone. But just like in boxing, you know the blow that hurts the most? The one you didn't see coming, and that often is the case when it comes in special teams.
Oh, I think the Niners got it back. Yes, San Fran recovers. Great job by the kick team there to get the football, but also don't forget about the man that started it, the lonesome kicker himself.
I love that you brought him into it because he doesn't get nearly the attention he deserves. Oftentimes it's only when it's negative. In this case, he created a positive play for his team.
And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. Tre'Davious White with a pick.
And the Bills are going to take possession as they've got it at the 42-yard line.
Certainly not what he was hoping for, Charles. That's now 3 interceptions in this ball game.
But there's a lot of knowledge to be gleaned every time you throw an interception if you do things the right way. And hasn't there been a pretty darn good quarterback along the way who threw a lot of interceptions early, learned from them, and became great later?
Who would that be?
That'd be one Peyton Manning. Threw 28 his rookie year. That's the NFL record. How'd things turn out for him?
I think okay. He's the guy in all the commercials now, right?
Yeah, I think he's doing okay.
And all the way to the 2-yard line there before crossing over out of bounds. A chance to really cap off a big first half here as they come up on 1st and goal. They run here with Singletary. And this one will wind up with him losing yardage back to the 4-yard line. Now San Francisco going to call their second timeout as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. And Cook will get in for a Bills touchdown. A great play there with his second touchdown here in this first half. And the Bills will extend their lead in the final minute of the half. And this is going to be caught. It's good. And that extends their lead by 2 more. And the 49er hands team does its job. A second quarter onside kick there that failed. Is that something that maybe they had dialed up before this game started?
It feels like it, doesn't it? That they thought they had the right situation, you know, and the right approach in going after it. Also may signal that they feel like they have the superior team, that they can try these sorts of things and it won't come back and hurt them later.
And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by Micah Hyde. Oh, you just kind of feel for him right now. 4 interceptions, and you can almost see through his face mask. There's a lot going on in between the ears.
There certainly is, and probably way too much, because now he's probably doubting himself a little bit, wondering what adjustments he has to make. But here's what he needs to do. Get through this game. Go to the press conference, meet it head on, and show your teammates you're ready to shoulder what happened today, and you'll be ready for the next game.
And if he can do that as a rookie, that's a great sign of maturity.
And he'll be brought down at about the 23-yard line.
Now whistles and a timeout with 3 seconds left in the first half. So 3 seconds here remain in the half on as the field goal unit to see about getting 3 points.
The kick by pass is good.
And that will do it for this first half. So we've hit intermission. It's halftime. This is the NFL, and it's a presentation of EA Sports. And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gordon, set and ready to rock for the 3rd quarter. Bills with the lead, and they'll get the football first as the second half is underway. A very interesting call and one that backfires. I know they're losing, Charles, but boy, to start the second half with the onside kick, risky.
Felt like a sense of urgency from their side, coupled with, you and I both know the special teams coordinators, they sell their key plays each and every week to the head coach, don't they? And I guarantee he's been selling this one. We can get it, coach, we can get it. And that came together with that sense of urgency you talked about.
Now on 2nd and 16, Allen. The throw on target to his receiver, McKenzie.
He'll get it inside the 20.
Touchdown, Bills!
Teams always want to send messages. I think that was quite a statement there to start the 3rd quarter.
Yeah, less than a minute in. Already that quick, long strike. They are setting the tone for the second half. It's complete.
I don't know about you, but I can't wait for a few years of 2-point tries and see what the data tells us, because a lot of teams want to throw the ball in this situation. This time, unsuccessfully. I just wonder if maybe running the ball might be the way to go.
With it moved up from the 3 to the 2, you would think maybe a few more attempts at running.
I think stats over time may bear out that running the ball will at least be the equal of throwing it in that situation.
The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. And he showed off the athletic juke. Good little gain there. Not a whole lot of real estate, but a nice carry.
Play action, and now here's Purdy to throw it.
And this one taken in on the right sideline, but not in the field of play. They say it's incomplete. The throw led him a little too far. It brings up 3rd down. They'll try and pick it up with McCaffrey. And they needed 2. They could only get 1. 4th down. On 4th down, here's Purdy. It's complete. Swings it out to his running back. And he is going to have a 49ers first down as they manage to convert. And that'll keep the drive alive. Purdy now to throw off the play action. He'll fire this deep for Ayuk. And this is dropped. Oh, it's incomplete. He had a big gainer in his sights, but he could not reel it in. 2nd and 10 here as we roll along in quarter number 3 from Santa Clara. Purdy will set up to throw it here. Open man is Juwan Jennings. And he'll be brought down inside the 40-yard line. So 1st and 10 now in Buffalo territory at the 39-yard line. Now this one complete downfield on the left side. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10. Now they'll run the option to the short side left. And this play gets blown up. They'll lose yardage back at the 17. Maybe just a slight detour on what's been a strong drive. Here's 2nd and 11. They go play action here. Purdy. They'll roll him out right. He'll be hit and taken down at the 21. That's sacked by Tremaine Edmonds. 3rd and 15 here after the 1st and 2nd down plays went in the wrong direction. In motion left goes Jennings. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And now here is another interception. Picked off by Micah Hyde. And the Bills are going to take possession here at their own 16-yard line. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. And now you've got the clock winding down here in the 3rd quarter. You're 3 scores to the good. What's your approach on this drive?
Too early to fully commit to playing the clock game. Yet at the same time, you're also not going pell-mell like you would in 2-minute offense. This is what NFL offenses call 4-minute football. Take the clock out of the game a little bit, wind it down, but at the same time, keep advancing the ball down the field.
They'll look to throw. And this is going to be caught. Well, not sure about the need to go for 2, but they get it and extend this lead out even further. The Bills say they have it, and they do. Well, there you go. Just your everyday leading big, and you onside kick it with a lead. They got it. I mean, it worked, but interesting call.
I think because they have such a margin, they feel a little bit bolder about what they're doing. And it's not only just to try and increase their lead, but that's their way of saying,
that's caught inside the 20. And all the way home for a Bills touchdown. Dawson Knox, 52 yards. And the Bills get another 3rd quarter touchdown to add on to that lead.
Well, this is exactly where I expect teams to take a shot. Right after a turnover, you count on the defense being a little bit jumbled coming out on the field, maybe catch them back on their heels, and that's exactly what they did there. They threw it downfield and really created a big play.
You said jumbled. They were the definition of jumbled defensively. One play and into the end zone.
After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. Here's McLeod from his end zone. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. Gets this to his running back. It's Christian McCaffrey. And he takes this up to the 40-yard line before being corralled. So quickly all the way up at the 40-yard line. Here's Purdy on 1st and 10. inside the 30. He'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. And as they come to the line, they will not be able to get off another play as time has run out.
Here we go.
Purdy off the play fake.
Flush to his right. He'll get 5 out of the scramble. It's second down.
Well, it certainly appears to me that the defensive guys are starting to look a little bit tired while he still has some fresh legs. Not the biggest gain we've seen on a scramble, but still some positive yardage on a play that initially looked like a sure win for the defense.
And he couldn't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1.
90 yards rushing for him now as he has been tremendous all day long.
So a decent deficit at this stage in the second half. 4-down territory?
No doubt about it. There's not a chance that he hasn't looked ahead and said, okay, if we gain yardage on this play, this is what we'll do going forward. If we lose yardage, this is the play call that I'll have ready.
No gain there as he kept it himself at second down.
Oh, yeah, good surge defensively. Sometimes you can just tell by the way a quarterback lines his feet up behind center. He's going to try and sneak it in, and they catch him here and stop him for no gain.
And trying to push forward, but he is going to be stuffed up in the backfield. That'll be a loss of a yard, and it leads to a third down.
That's a nice example of good team defense right there. Ball was snapped at the 1-yard line. They knocked him back and caused a loss. But you notice they were trying to find any type of a gap to run through. Wasn't one available, and they stuffed the play right there in the middle of the field.
And this will result in him losing yardage back to the 3. They call it a loss of a yard there. And that will bring up an interesting decision here on 4th and goal.
Purdy, big 4th down play.
And somewhat of a measure of revenge as he's in for the touchdown, but they still trail big time.
He'll take it, but he won't be able to smile about it.
And it's no good. He missed it wide to the left. Now he's back out there to boom this one away, maybe with some frustration after the PAT miss. It's a squib kick fielded just inside the 20.
And out a little across the 25 to the 27.
The Bills come to the line to start their next drive.
And after the interception, they are sitting in an even better spot with the ball and a comfortable 4th quarter lead.
And he'll push his way forward to about the 32. 2nd and 5 now. Allen finding a safety valve here. That's complete. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. And we are inside of 2 minutes left in this lopsided affair.
They'll come to the line needing only 2 yards to gain the first here.
Now on 3rd and 2, they're going to elect to throw with Allen.
He'll get this out wide to Singletary.
Yeah, this is not going to be enough. Was in search of 2 yards and only got halfway there. Singletary, they'll run for it. And he will have first down yardage as he's brought down at the 41. The 4th down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on 1st down. Oh, Allen cannot get away, and down he goes. The 49ers now going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play. They'll try and wind down some clock with Cook. And he'll be limited to a short gain up to about the 34-yard line. 7th play of this drive coming up, but a long way to go on 3rd down. Now Allen. Finding Knox there, complete. And he gets this only to the 41, not near enough for the first. Now a 2nd timeout called for by the defense as they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining in the 4th. So they're going for it, and here's Allen. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked up by Charvarius Ward. And the 49ers are going to take possession of the football. So that changes things. You get the interception, and then to boot, a good return tacked on.
And really it was down to him versus the quarterback on the return, and that's one you would think the defender would win. But a nice job there of seeing the play.
And he's across for the touchdown. Too little, too late, but he does get in for 6.
No wonder you're grinning. You just beat me in our fantasy league.
Indeed I did, my good man. Here we go now as they will again try for 2.
Now Purdy.
That's caught. And he is not going to get in here. So the decision to go for 2 does not pay off as they're unable to cut any further into their deficit. After the touchdown, it's Robbie Gould now to kick it away.
And a short kick taken at about the 16.
And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive.
Well, they don't need to score here, that's for sure. They could just kneel it. They've got the huge lead late fourth quarter, but we'll see how they're feeling, Charles.
Yeah, we all know people out there who like to use every second of the clock, no matter what the score. And we know they don't need the points. They've scored in abundance already. Let's find out how they want to finish this ball game.
Here's 2nd and 10 now from about the 32. So Allen's going to look to throw. Completes it to Davis. And he's got some space here.
Finding room at midfield.
And he gets this to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. The catch and run, good for 24 yards.
Partner, I know we're still in the afternoon slate here. Some primetime games still on the docket, but it's going to be tough to top this effort. What an offensive performance we have seen. They have been unstoppable from the moment we began this game, and they're not holding back. They're still throwing the football here in the fourth.
They certainly are, and let me tell you something. If you're old school, you don't like this at all. But in today's football, you just go ahead and savor it. Watch a team execute at a high level. Doesn't matter what the scoreboard says.
And now the Niners going to signal for their 3rd and final timeout as they'll stop it with 13 seconds left to play. Throwing again on 2nd down. Allen. And this one is incomplete.
I think it's fairly safe to call this game over, but they're still trying to bomb it downfield and add to their lead. Almost makes you start to feel for the defense and root for them a little bit too.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. A play fake to Singletary, and now it's Allen. He'll rifle this one deep right side. That's caught inside the 20. And we will get a timeout with 2 ticks left. So after the big play, look at this, all the way down at the 15 now on 1st and 10. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. And this will be caught. Well, forget taking the knee. Some late gamesmanship here as they throw for a late touchdown.
Well, partner, when a team's up this big, this late in the game, I always wonder what's their motivation, because if it's me, I'm thinking about pulling on the reins a little bit. But for them, I don't think it's in their DNA. It's not their head coach's makeup at all. I think his opinion is, you stop us. We're not supposed to pull back ourselves.
Charles, a lot of happy faces heading into the tunnel as this one ends, and understandably so. Not only did they get the win, but boy, their offense was on fire in this ball game.
And partner, I have no idea what the top speed is on one of those high-end sports cars. What's the top gear you can get into? This offense, they certainly were there in this one, huh?